Billy, great to see you again.
Good to see you, mate.
Here we are in La Finca, first and foremost. How's it been? You're back in the international fold, of course, ahead of a crunch game.
Yeah, buzzing to be back. Training camp over here, really nice weather, so it's good to come here. And then looking forward to the games coming up.
Of course, last time we were here, it was ahead of a massive tournament in the Euros. Does it bring back that sort of build-up and that feeling when you're in the sort of same place again?
Yeah, coming back here, we had a good preparation for the Euros. And in the Euros, we really enjoyed it. Obviously, never done what we wanted to do, but we came back here. Good training days in the pitch with the boss, and we're looking to keep going with our good performances on the pitch at Hampden.
Of course, I want to go back to the games we just had last month. Dramatic late one at Hampden as well. Going back to that, the way that we clinched 3 points, how good does it feel in the moment?
That was a crazy game. When they scored that free kick early on, I was like, oh my God. I was like, oh no. Constantly just thinking, right, we need a result here. And I really enjoyed the game. We got back into the game, we had the penalty, and I'm thinking, yeah, Dykes's going to score. Dykesy misses, and you're thinking, oh no, is it going to be one of them nights? And then, great team performance. After that, we stuck in, and Scott McTominay with a last-minute winner, and Hampden erupted.
It did erupt, and something else went off as the celebrations were happening. You cramped up. Talk to me about that.
Of course, didn't play in a while, and then played that full game, and I done the knee slide, and I think someone shot me. I've done the knee slide, and I've just felt my hamstrings go. And if you actually look back, I try to stand up and fall back on Kieran or Cal, and I was like, oh no, I'm done. And the boss is just looking at me, and I was like, yeah, I'm done, can't run no more.
There's a clip of KT and Rob are both giving you a massage as you're stretching the legs. It's quite something.
They were helping me stretch, and I think KT was winding me up after the goal. He was like, I think he said something like, can he be cramping up? I'm young, something like that. But then that was it, just cramped up, but what a night it was.
Yeah, I wanted to touch briefly, you talked about obviously coming into that one, you hadn't played much but at club level, but then you come in, thrust into these games, and you've just taken to it and obviously put in a great performance. How are you finding that balance at the moment? Obviously as a young player, there will be periods when maybe the game time's not full on, but you come in and you have to perform and you get the chance, don't you?
Yeah, I love coming away with the Scotland team. All good boys, we all want to do well for our country, and for me to get the opportunity to keep playing, I buzz off it, of course. I want to do well and play as many games as possible and help get to big tournaments. And these games coming up are massive. Make sure we get results.
How do you handle the expectation that can come with yourself at such a young age? When you move down south, you go to Chelsea, you're playing well, and people are expecting performances a lot. Like, do you take note of that at all?
Of course, there's going to be expectations on you because you're at a big club like Chelsea. But I'm just kind of taking it in my stride, where I'm going out in the pitch, enjoying my football, and putting in as best a performance as I can. And especially with the players I've got around me, like Andy Robertson, I've got John McGinn, got Cal. Got top players at top clubs who have also got expectations. So as a whole, as a team, we're expected to do well. Yeah, and there's a good cluster as well. You're talking about the experienced lads, Robbo, obviously McGinn. You've got a good cluster of the young boys in there as well that you're obviously used to playing with, like David Turnbull, Lewis Ferguson, like these lads, Nathan of course. Yeah, through the 21s, I was with Fergie, Turnbull, and then Nathan as well. And for us to come up here, good experience for us, and we're learning every day at training, and these senior boys are putting us in the right way for the future. And looking ahead to Moldova, we've barely even touched on the game that's coming up. Is that a bit of an example actually, where it's like you boys are just taking it one game at a time, it's a case of picking up where we left off? Yeah, we've got a massive game for Moldova. We know we need to win the game and then go to Denmark as well, but we focus in the first game first, try and get the result we need, and then that's when it goes on. That's in the past now. Yeah, exactly. On to Denmark, and we want to get the points. Yeah, exactly, and it is a case of 3 points to make a bit of history. The fact that you boys have already made history, does that give you a taste of wanting even more?
Is that a silly question?
Yeah, that's a silly question. Of course, when you get a little taste of it, you want more. It's the same with anything. But we definitely are in a good place where we're all playing well, performing well, and this is a good time for us to go and kick on and for Scotland.
What's been the message from the manager, Billy, as we begin to wrap this up ahead to you boys ahead of Friday night?
Win. Simple as that. Simple as that. We need to go and win. That's first and foremost. So yeah.
And for you, is it a case of not do the supporters only proud, but your family? Because I know how much they mean to you.
Yeah, win. It's going to be a tough match, and we're going to need the full backing from everyone in Scotland, and we know we'll get it. And of course, make my family proud. So it'll be a good night, and hopefully a better when it's finished, when it's 3 points.
Fingers crossed, mate. Billy, as always, thank you, mate.
Thank you, mate.
Good to see you.
Cheers.
Cheers.